On the Apple Note, did you guys get free iPads? Did they give you free iPads?
No.
They don't do that, eh?
No, they don't give
anything.
Unfortunately, I think we asked, but no, like, we were the same when we did the Samsung T-Mobile. We were like, could we get a phone? No. Okay, well, cheers.
How does that happen? I mean, does that mean that somebody over at Apple heard?
Yeah, it's a mixture between things. Like, I know a girl who's in charge of stuff like that at the Apple office is Danish, so she's like, of course, want to promote Danish music, and then offered our song to Apple. But yeah, it's different stuff. Like, our manager like takes meeting with because he's also our publicist, so he takes meetings with different kind of licensing people. So it's just all about like also going to a meet and greet and say hi, we're the Boo Band, and this is our music, and just talk with people, and then maybe they feel like, oh, this is cool stuff. And
There Goes Your Love. I also wanted to mention the video for it. It's a really cool video. Are you guys?
Which one is it? Because there's two videos.
The one that's like slow with it's almost like photos. Put together.
That's actually, that's one we actually just did because we had to get one done. There's a new one out now that's actually a proper music video. But yeah, I like that one as well because it's very aesthetic done.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just photo and a little. The guy who did it is just a good friend of ours and one of the best photographers in Denmark. So
it was photos.
yeah, it was photos.
Yeah,
video.
he just went on tour with us for. We were playing Paris, so he went on the bus with us from Copenhagen to Paris and stayed with us for a couple of days there. Yeah. And he did some pictures and a little video on his digital camera and stuff like that.
So you guys are you guys hands on when it comes to that sort of stuff with the band? Like, or were you just like, yeah, we trust this guy, do whatever you want?
Yeah, like.
Well, we didn't really have any time for the movie, so he just he just put something together in a couple of hours, and it turned out pretty good.
And he did it on his iPad.
So, yeah.
What are you guys listening to right now?
The Runaways.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm listening to Guns N' Roses right now because I just bought the
not the new one, not Chinese Democracy.
No. The old one, because I just bought the book. What's it called?
Oh yeah, the Guns N' Roses biography.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called now. It's a book about how the whole thing started with them up until when they finished recording Appetite for Destruction.
Not the Slash book.
Not the Slash.
Okay. Anything else? Anything else that you guys really dig right now?
The Tallest Man on Earth, a guy from Sweden. Really, really cool music. Just like power folk, I would say. Besides that, I don't really. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like.
Well, actually, I'm listening to a lot of. We just finished finishing of a new album.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So we are listening to a lot of mixes from that album.
Well, is there anything you can tell? Well, I guess can you tell anybody what the new stuff sounds like? Is there anything you can for fans?
It's a bit more rock. It's harder rock or something. Not hardcore rock or anything like that.
No, but still like
you're shaving your head.
Yeah.
Awesome. No, but like I think again, like with Man Up, we kind of like said like, okay, let's not limit ourselves anymore. Let's just make the best songs we can do without saying, oh, that's not how we do it. Like, so just looking at the songs. Yeah, some of the songs are gonna be like very heavy, like not heavy in the heavy sense, but like heavy in the sound.
Yeah.
If you kind of know what I mean.
Totally.
But there's also other stuff that's more like I would say like just driving music rock. That sounds kind of shitty, but like
it's also hard to say because we wrote 19 songs for it, or we recorded 19 songs for it, and we're still missing half of the mixes for it. So we need to put an album together with 12 songs or something.
Yeah, you'll whittle it down.
Yeah, so it's hard to say what songs there's going to be on the album and how it's going to be.
Did you record this album in a barn as well, or no?
No, we recorded in a studio called Feedback in Denmark.
Cool. Now, going back to Man Up, It's true though that you guys did record that in a barn. Is that right, or did you write it in a barn?
We kind of wrote it at like an old barn that the
The
drummers.
pre-production.
Yeah.
Barn,
I just find that so interesting because it doesn't sound like
No, not
barn
at all.
music at all.
well, it's not recorded in a old barn or anything like that. It's just a pre-production.
Well,
It's
the
done there.
demos are.
Yeah,
But,
and then we went to record it in 2 different studios, one in Denmark
one-
and one in Hamburg.
Now, why did you guys decide to isolate yourselves on a farm?
just to like really get into it, like
Yeah,
really
get some work done.
Yeah, instead of like if you record in a big city, there's always like, oh, maybe we should go out and like you want to do something. Like here, we were basically stuck like with our instruments and a lot of booze. So
It's either that or you go cow tipping.
Yeah.
One or the other.
So it was really cool. So we would play and record all day long, and then in the nighttime we would like play poker and just relax. And it was actually really, really cozy and just like.
I guess I could see how that would end up sounding really rock and roll, actually.
Yeah.
You know. I guess my last question would be 5 essential records that you would recommend to a kid out there. 5 albums they need to own.
Definitely Appetite for Destruction.
Okay.
Electric Warrior by T-Rex, I guess.
Wow. Okay.
Man Up.
Oh, it's always on.
Easy there. Bruce Dickinson over here.
Well, it wasn't the first album I mentioned.
This is always so
I
hard.
recommend Man Up as well, actually. I can
Well,
say
thank
that.
you.
I can say that. That leaves you another one.
Well, I don't really know.
I would say maybe 5 Leaves Left by Nick Drake.
He's a character.
Well,
And of course, one of the albums done by The Who. Some of that, I don't know which one it should be, because there's a lot of good ones out there. Maybe a quick one or something.
Yeah.
And some Rolling Stones and Jimi Hendrix and stuff like that.
Yeah. And just keep going
So
back.
yeah, it's hard to mention like 5 albums.
I think those are pretty good.
Yeah.
That worked for me. Guys, thanks for coming in.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Thank
It
you
was
for
fun.
having